Hello and welcome. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. If you're returning, thank you for coming by. Today, as a beginner class or as a beginner using Coreldraw, we'll be looking at lines and shapes. Okay, so here we go. In my previous video, I've talked about all these things, so I'm not going there again. I'm going to show us how to do different shapes and different lines. Okay, so here are some shapes we'll be using. Alright, so I've already chosen this. It's a rectangle, so out of this rectangle I'll get a lot of shapes that I want. So this one is another shape from rectangle, so this is how it goes, and is that anyhow you want it. You could form a cross out of this simply by duplicating it. Okay, you do copy, you paste it, and then you rotate. Okay, so either ways, either X or cross, so depending what you want. So there are lots of things you could do with this. So this is that. Okay, so I want to duplicate this to get a different shape, so I'll go to convert it. I've already told you how to convert. Either you click Ctrl K, Q, or you come here. Okay, so let's see if we could get star from this shape. So we've already gotten a kind of envelope shape or mouse cursor shape out of this. So I would duplicate this as well. So I'm going to draw another shape, not this really, out of this first. Let me get what I want first before I go over to the next thing. So I'm going to add node here. Okay, add node here and do it this way. Okay, add another node. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, I need to add another node, so I really need to return this and bring this node up and do another one. Okay, so same goes here. I'll have to undo it, add like 2 to 3 nodes, and it's an experiment anyways. So any shape you want you can get out of this. So okay, let's assume I want to add another here. Okay, so we could remove the whole of these ones up. So let me duplicate it, and then okay, I'll click here, and then I'll double click here, I'll double click here, I'll double click here to give me that shape of a star. So I'm going to group these two nodes and bring them up a bit. So I'm going to remove this, I'm going to remove this. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, I'm going to remove this. I'll bring this for, I'll bring this. So that this will look like what we want. So don't worry, there's a shape that is star already, but I'm trying to let you know that there are a lot of things you could do out of every shape. Okay, here we go. These are the shapes we could be able to. So let me bring this and see if we will use this to make an envelope. Okay, so okay, so it actually looks like an envelope already. So maybe we'll try it the other way around, like changing to 90 degrees, and see either ways they look the same. So what you're going to do is, let's bring it back the way it used to be. So you try to make it look like an envelope for sure. Do you understand? Good. So we will break these things apart. We'll break them apart. Let's see, objects, break apart. Okay, it's not allowing us to break it apart, but we can when we want to. There are ways also to break things. You can mask together. You can mask together. So let me show you one thing to do. I'm going to draw this again. Watch where it's starting from. Let me zoom a bit. You see where it's starting from. So I'm going to click this one here, and I'll click here, trim. So oh, it went and clicked on another thing. So I want this particular. Let me remove this. See what I want. I want this particular one and this one. So I'm going to trim it. So you see what I've got. So I'm going to delete to get this. So I'm going to break it apart if it will allow me to. Okay, maybe I did not get it right. So I'm going to first click this one and then click the next. Let's see. Let me do that one more time. Good, I've gotten what I want. So I'll bring this back. Okay, so I'm going to bring this. It looks like an envelope, right? So I'm going to duplicate this. It's just that I want it to cut into two. So except from that, so I'll make this lighter. Do you see? I'm choosing this color. So this place now makes it looks like an envelope as it is exactly. So let's go ahead to the next. So I'll be drawing this circle, and I have another one. I have, okay, this one will make it look like an egg. It will be overall not a perfect circle. So you can make this a cover of a tin milk. You could even make it look like as if you're doing a mirror by adding this. So let's see how it goes. It has looked like a mirror right now. So this is how it is. Coreldraw drawings. So let's see. So it now looks like as if it's a mirror. Okay, so you can even turn it to become a theme of anything. For instance, I will duplicate this and I'm going to turn it. Okay, so I'll be choosing this rectangle and I'll be making it look like a theme. So I'll be breaking just like I did the masking the other time, or trimming rather. I'm using the word mask because it looks as if they look alike when we are doing UI design in Figma. We call masking, though they look like as if it's power clipping. So let's see how it goes, guys. So it looks as if it's 18 and something like that. Okay, so and then we have a lot of polygon here. I told you we have stars that you can, so these are like this one. It could serve as let me type 32 as a seal. Okay, so okay, so this one also could serve as a seal when you're making a certificate. So 32. So I'm going to bring it like this. Okay, okay, let's continue. So we are still at this place, so let's see this graph. Okay, it all depends on what you're doing that you would want to fill color. It all depends. So how many you want it, you put it here. For instance, you want this line to be 10. It's up to you, and these rows are going to be 5. So I'll then draw it. If you count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and then here 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that's just it. Good. So these are okay. Now we'll go ahead by choosing this spiral. You want it to be big or as many as possible. So let's make it 20 and draw it and see. One of the things about this is you could make it a kind of background for what you're doing. It all depends. You could just have, let me do this now. You could just have this and then your power clip. I'm going to teach you how to do power clipping. Okay, just as the background as that is. You see, so that looks nice, right? Okay, if I remove outline now, see how it looks like. It's like a kind of pattern. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now is we'll check the next one, basic shapes. And here you go, here when you click on there you see a lot of shapes. See this one, see that one, just that, like that. There are lots of them. It depends on what you are doing. Whatever thing you're designing, you look for the shape that we'll talk about. This one talks about drip of oil or water, depending, or you could duplicate it, turn it upside down 180 degrees and use it to do landmark, like venue. Like in the last video I showed you how to pick venue, location, you know, that kind of thing. So this could also serve it. It can. So you see, so it all depends. So we could serve too many things. So when I'll be showing you how to color clip, fill color and gradients, I'll let you understand what this thing is going to help you achieve. Okay, now let's go ahead. So now we want to get more shapes. This is heart, love. All of these have what it signifies. Okay, this signifies a lot of things. You can call it as if it is flash or speed, you know. Why this is heart, showing love. So you see this thing you're seeing here, this shape, you can you can just use this shape to do a lot of things. Like when you're designing, you could just turn this and make it, as I'm seeing it, I'm already picturing what I'm going to use it for. So that's the life of a graphic designer. 90 degrees. Okay, so I've already pictured what I'm going to use this for in my mind. Okay, let's go ahead. This particular one, you could just click and then lots of shapes. I mean, lots of. The last time I showed you on how to do what do we call it, briefcase. So you could just use this handle as briefcase handle instead of drawing them. It could serve. Then when you reduce, you try to shape it to look good, so it could serve actually, right? So, and then let's go ahead. So the next one we have here is this. Wow. So if I use this pointer here, the red pointer, I hope you can see, and drag it, it will enter inside. You see, I know you love the shape of what you're seeing. So that is it. So it all depends on what you're designing. Yes, your designs matters. So you use them according to what you would want them to do. So this looks like a tin. Looks like a tin. Yo. Okay. The next one you will look at here is this shape. You could use this shape to make a bucket. Yes, from this shape you can make a bucket out of it. So try it out. And we still have, there are lots of shapes. There are lots of them. You see this one? Yeah, so beautiful. And this other one. So let's go to the next. And this one is test. So when I'll be teaching you typography, I will let you know how to use this. But for now, I want you to know that there is a table test, and if you want to type inside this table, you type. You see me click it. So let me undo it, and there are two ways to type. You could just click it, click and start typing. Good. But you could just draw a text, draw it as if you were drawing a shape, and then start typing inside of it. There are two things, okay? There are two things or two ways of using this text too. So I'm going to stop here for this text too. When we do typography, you'll understand more of that. So, and we're talking about lines and shapes, right? Parallel and dimension. So these things help you. It depends on what you're doing for somebody. Maybe you're designing a blueprint, a plan, building plan, something. So these things help you to know the size of whatever thing you're doing for somebody. It mustn't be a building plan anyway. So like somebody could just tell you to design flex for him or her and then tell you the size. You are the one to draw it after designing and use this thing to let that person know the size. You've done that. Maybe export it to JPG and then or a PNG or anything and send it to that person to check. And having this on top of the work will make that person understand, wow, this side is coming up this way, this one, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so here it is. It shows this one shows the test position. So so let's check out something. Change this to fit. Okay, so let me draw this again. So and let me do this first and change to fit. Do it 1 feet by 1 feet. Okay, so and then let me draw that horizontal and vertical. So let's check out. You see, it shows it's 1 feet. Okay, so you don't need to start worrying yourself. You are the one to tell your clients after design, this face is 1 feet. So let's assume that this is 0.5. That's half an E and half of 1 feet. Okay, so let's see what happens. So let's see. You see, 0.5. So this is the work of this. That is the work. Okay, I hope you are not confused at any point, but if you are, please send me a notification, like, comment, let me know. Okay, so remember to subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification, right? So let's go ahead. So let's choose this curves. So it depends on what you're working on. There are some things, I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing. Wow, it depends on what you're doing. This is mathematical stuff. You can be designing something that at the end of the day you print it and cut it curve like this, and somebody wants to know how is it going to be when you're printing it out. So this helps a lot. Okay, so let me return to my inches. Okay, so and here we go. This other one, segment dimension. Let's check out. So this segment dimension, you look out for it and see about it. And this one is 3 points. You see, it points 3. Like, you cannot click and leave it and leave your hand, it will be there. It will allow you to go and click another place before. So for instance, I clicked here, it's waiting for me to complete it. Okay, so it has an arrow and it's showing some directions. So that's one thing about this. It will be pointing at arrows, showing you that work you did is this and that. So this is a very, I love this, so I love it so very much. Okay, that is that for that. And we come over to straight line connector. You have a lot of straight lines. You hold on some your control key sometime, or you make sure it's straight before you drop it. Okay, so and then this one, straight angle, everything. So this could also serve when you're designing a wall. After doing it, you come and type the size, but these other ones we did will show you automatically what the size is. Okay, so let me reduce this so that our work will be seen. We want our work to be seen while you're doing it. Alright. Okay, this round angle, see the angle, the way it curves. Okay, so that's what makes it right angle. Okay, rounded right angle connector. And this one says edit what? Edit anchor. So depends on what you want to edit. Would you want to edit this place? What would you want to do? So that will help you to edit them. Okay, so if you would want to edit, this will help you do that. So you say you don't want it, and then, like we know, this one is drop shadow. So let me show you, because we're talking about lines and shapes, so I'm not going to talk about shadow. I think I did that in the other video I did. So this particular one, I am going to use this thing, this blend something. Okay, so let me duplicate these and then come over here. First of all, let's use contour. Okay, so how is the contour? Is it good? It all depends. Depends on how the contour. So let's increase and see. I've changed it instead of being single. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this again. I'm going to do blending. Let's blend together. Okay, I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing. It looks nice, right? Good. So I would want to see you use these things for beautiful designs. Okay, so let me do this one. Have you seen? It depends on what you want to do. You could use this to do on the background and fade it inside. So let's do this one finally, and then go over to the next thing. I will have, okay, we still have envelope on extrude. So it's changing the shape. All right, next one. It's changing the shape too. Okay, wow, I love what I'm seeing, honestly I do. Okay, and then let's go over to this one more time. This time around we've used everything except for shadow. We will not be talking about that. We'll be talking about this one. Okay, color eyedropper, about color. So all the shapes we are done. I'll only use this one to fade work, so that you see how I faded that area. Good. So we've come to the end of this class on lines and shapes. I'm going to see you in the next class where we'll talk about colors and gradients. Thank you for joining in. Click on the bell notification, subscribe if you have not, share this video, share to your friends, share to your Facebook, share, comment, drop a comment. Is very important. I would want to see you do this on your own. Yeah, good. Bye.